Now when you are saying about state of rest and motion, you are saying about time or not? With respect to the time you are saying. So then tell me, what do you mean by time?
Sir, the unit which measures how fast or how slow anything is going.
What do you mean by time? Time I am asking. Okay. And actually time will be defined as a duration in which all things will happen. A duration in which an event will occur. An event means suppose I am taking the class. And I am taking the class in between which time to which time? 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. So that means during this interval, what is happening? Some explanation is happening. That means class is happening. So event is taking class. And to take class, some duration of time will be there. So you have to say like this. The time is defined as the duration in which an event will occur. Event may be anything. Event may be taking class. Event may be moving from one point to another point. Event may be watching TV. Event may be colliding with one wall. Event may be anything. So the duration for which that event is occurring, that will be called a time. And see here, it is defined as the duration in which all things happen or a precise instant that something happens. So in that particular time, something is happening, and if you say what is the time gap between those two, that will be generally said to be time. So the duration in which an event is occurring is called time. And one example is given. Example of time is breakfast at 8 o'clock in the morning. So you are mentioning the time there, 8 o'clock in the morning. So that is time there. And generally, what is the unit of time? The basic unit of time is second. And it's a symbol already, you know, S. And
Yes.
larger units of time are minutes and hours.
Minutes and hours.
1 minute is equal to how many seconds?
60.
Very good, 60 seconds. And 1 hour is equal to?
60 minutes.
60 minutes. Whether these are only larger units of time? Minutes, hours?
Sir, I don't think so.
Right, very good. These are not very largest units. They are larger units when you compare with a second. But more than this largest units are there. And can you say what is the largest unit more than this? First one is day.
Century.
So day means 24 hours. After day, what will be there?
Week.
Month will be there. Month means how many days? 30 days or 31 days. Now after
Sir, week will also come now, sir.
Huh?
Week.
Very good. Week also will be there. Week means 7 days. Right, in between days and month, week will be there.
Sir, fortnight also comes.
Fortnight also comes. So whatever major are there, that I am taking. Okay. Day.
Okay.
After month, what will be there? Year.
Sure.
Year means how many months? 12 months.
12 months.
And after year, we may take decade.
Decade.
Tell me, decade means?
10 years.
10. After 10 years, what I can take?
1 century.
Silver Jubilee.
Okay, sir.
Silver Jubilee means?
25 years.
Very good. 25 years. And Silver Jubilee, and generally for 50 years, can we say anything? Golden Jubilee?
No, sir, half century.
Right, half century. Okay. And now after silver jubilee, 25 years, generally we use one more unit which is called century. Century means
100 years.
And one more unit also will be there. Bigger unit will be there. Do you know that?
No, sir, we don't know.
Okay, let me
Sir,
say.
millennium. 1,000 years.
Very good. Millennium. That is 1,000 years. Okay. Now, what is the basic unit of time?
Seconds.
Second. Less than second will be there. Less than second, any unit will be
Yes.
there.
Yes, sir.
What is that unit?
Millisecond.
Millisecond. Apart from that, lesser than millisecond will not be there. Millisecond. Apart from that, one more unit also will be there, which is called microsecond. Sorry, microsecond. Nanosecond. Next, picosecond. Like
Sir,
that.
centisecond and decasecond.
Huh?
So there is a centisecond also.
Centisecond, that means 10 power minus 2. Okay. Centisecond also will be there. So, millisecond, microsecond, these are actually used by prefixes. But one more smallest unit of time will be there, which is called shake. Do you know? Shake will be the smallest unit of time, and one shake will be equal to 10 power minus 8 second. So this is the smallest unit of time. This is the biggest unit of time. Smallest is shake, which is equal to 10 power minus 8 second. Millennium is biggest unit of time. That is 1,000 years. So you have to remember
Sir,
this. Okay.
shake is equal to nanosecond, sir.
Not nanosecond. 10 power minus 8 second only. 10 power minus 8. It is not 10 power minus 9. It is accurately 10 power minus 8. One shake will be equal to. Okay. Okay, Priscilla.
Okay, sir.
Right.
Excuse me, sir.
Sir.
Bhavya is also in the classroom. Just make her occupy in the participant.
Okay, okay, sir. Just now I saw her message.
Yeah.
So
she joined late and she was just silent. Bhavya, you can also participate in the conversation, okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, sir. Right. So this is about time. So Bhavya, welcome to the class, and I am teaching about motion and time.
Okay,
And
sir.
now we are learning about time. Okay.
Okay.
Right. So the smallest unit of time is shake. The biggest unit of time is millennium. More than millennium also will be there, but they will not be used. Maybe you know that yugas, Kali Yugam, Treta Yugam, like that we say no generally in our daily life, but we will not use them. They are in Vedas. But in our daily life now, millennium is the biggest unit of time, which is 1,000 years. Okay. Now again, tell me, what is the time? What do you mean by time? Priscilla?
Sir, it is the duration in which something happens.
Okay. So you have to say like this. It is defined as the duration in which one event will occur. Event may be anything. Okay. Right. Okay. So Bhavya, follow me, and if anything is not understood by you, you can ask me. Okay. Bhavya. Are you listening, Bhavya?
Yes.
Right. Okay. Now this is about time. Now let me ask one question. the practical unit of time is hour, minute, second, millisecond. Practically in our daily life, what we use?
Minute.
Always you say in minutes. Practical unit. Practically we are using. So
Hours.
right. Practically unit of time will be hour, not minute. Okay. So you will not say in second. You will not say in minute. Generally you say 12 hours, 1 hour, 2 hours, like that. So that's why practical unit of time is hour. Right. If body does not change position with respect to the surrounding, then it is said to be
Rest.
right. It is in a state of rest. Okay. Right. So now let us learn about types of motion. And there are many things related to motion. So you are going to learn about them in next session. But now let us learn fundamentals only. Uniform motion and uniform motion, non-uniform motion. Both things we are going to learn. So uniform motion means what? Uniform motion. Tell me, what do you mean by motion? What do you mean by motion?
A body is said to be in motion if it changes in position with respect to the surroundings and with the passage of time.
Right. So if a position of an object is changing with respect to the surrounding or time, then object is said to be in a state of motion. That means position is changing continuously, no? Like this. Suppose one car is moving from this point to this point, and it changed this position from here to here in 3 hours. Now let us say from here to here the distance is 60 meter, and 60 meter was traveled in 3 minutes. Now we travel like this. Let us say in a first minute, up to 1 minute, it traveled a distance of 20 meter, and in again 1 more minute, it traveled 20 meters, and again in 1 minute, it traveled 20 meter. Now totally how much it traveled? 60 meter. Now this car is moving uniformly or non-uniformly?
Uniformly.
How you say it is moving?
Uniformly.
How you say it is moving?
Because it is moving in constant speed.
Right. Time taken. Okay. Now generally you have to say like this. The distance traveled by an object in a unit time will be called speed. How we generally measure that speed? With a meter per second. Maybe you know that this is the unit, meter per second. Suppose if I say car is moving with 40 meter per second velocity or speed, then what do you mean by it? It covers 40 meter in 1 second. That is the meaning of it. Now tell, right, in 1 minute it is traveling 20 meter, in another minute also 20 meter, in another minute also 20 meter. That means equal distance is traveled or unequal distance is traveled here?
Equal.
Equal distance is traveled by the object in equal intervals of time. Time also must be same. Here also 1 minute gap, here also 1 minute gap, here also 1 minute gap. So if an object covers equal distance in equal intervals of time, then the object is said to be moving uniformly. So this you have to understand. And here in this particular slide it was given that velocity. But you have to say like this. Uniform motion means if an object covers equal distance in equal intervals of time, then the object is said to be in a uniform motion. And the time interval may be anything. It may be 1 minute, or it may be 1 second, or it may be 1 hour, or it may be 1 day, or it may be 1 microsecond also. So it will not depend upon the time value, but the time gap must be equal. If you are taking for the first time 1 minute, second time also you have to take 1 minute only. So gap must remain same, but it must not change. So try to understand again. If an object covers equal distance in equal intervals of time, then object is said to be moving uniformly. That is about the uniform motion. Now let us learn few examples, then you can understand. The hour's hand in a clock. The hour's hand in a clock. How hour's hand in a clock will be uniform motion?
So because every 1 hour it will move from one number to another.
Right. For every 60 minutes, hand will move uniformly. Isn't it? For every 60 minutes only it will move. So uniformly it is moving. Next, a car going along a straight level road at a steady speed. That means constant speed. Constant speed means it has to move equal distance in equal intervals of time. That means if car is moving like this, in a first hour, it travel distance of 40 kilometer. Now in the second hour also, how much distance it has to move? 40 kilometer. So with the same distance traveling in a equal intervals of time, then definitely car also will be in a uniform motion. Now earth moving around the sun is uniform motion. Now maybe you know that sun will be there at the center. Around the sun earth will rotate, and earth will rotate about sun for one complete rotation in 1 year. Isn't it? Every 1 year it will complete one rotation. Is it right or wrong? In every 1 year, the earth will rotate around the sun for one time. One rotation will be finished. Isn't it? So this is also uniform motion or non-uniform?
Uniform.
Right. So a pendulum having equal amplitudes on both sides. Maybe you know that clock will be there, and in a clock pendulum will be there like this. Pendulum. And that will move to and fro from a mean position like this. And this pendulum motion is also uniform motion. Why? Because in equal interval of time it completes oscillations like this. Suppose if one oscillation is finished in 2 seconds, again in 2 seconds how many oscillations will be finished? One oscillation will be finished. For every 2 seconds it will complete one oscillation. So like that will be there. So these are examples of uniform motion. If an object is not covering equal distance in equal intervals of time, then what do you say?
Non-uniform.
Huh?
Non-uniform motion.
Very good. It is non-uniform motion. So non-uniform motion means what? It is the movement which the object does not cover the same distance in same intervals of time regardless of the length of the time. Length of the time actually must be same. Length of the time is regardless means it may be minute, it may be second, it may be hour, or it may be microsecond, whatever it may be. But in equal intervals of time, it must not travel same distance. Then the object is said to be moving with a non-uniform motion. So what are the examples? A horse running. Now whether horse will run constantly, first it may run fastly, after that it may move slowly, after that it may run fastly, like that. So horse will not run equal distance in a equal intervals of time. So in a different time it will move with a different length actually. A bouncy bale. What is bale? Do you know? Bouncy bale. Do you know, Unmana? Bale, what is the meaning of it?
No.
Okay, I too don't know. I'll search about it and I will say later. Bale means one type of a maybe sea living animal. I'll check. Right, a bus on its way through the market. If bus is moving through the market, at same equal interval of time, it may travel in the same distance. Suppose it is going through the busy market.
No, sir.
Right, in equal intervals of time, it may not travel same distance. So that's why non-uniform motion. A train coming to its terminating spot, then also it comes, first it comes fastly and after that it slows. So slowly the distance traveled by it in equal intervals of time will decrease. So this is also non-uniform. Movement of an asteroid, that is also will move non-uniformly. That means equal distance will not be covered in a equal intervals of time. So these all are examples of non-uniform motion. So now let us learn one question and tell me the answer. Which one is example of uniform motion? Freely falling stone, a stone projected
C
upward,
option.
Earth turning around its axis.
which one? Unmana? A, B,
Earth
C.
turning around its axis.
Okay. Earth turning around its axis. How you say it is uniform?
So because the earth turns around its axis in 24 hours every time.
Right. For every 24 hours, what happens? It will complete one rotation.
One rotation.
Right. So that means what? Uniform motion. In equal intervals of time, equal distance will be covered. So that's why it is a uniform motion. A bicycle driver on crowded road, definitely non-uniform. Projected body also will be non-uniform. Freely falling body also non-uniform. It will not travel equal distance in equal intervals of time. So only example is nothing but earth turning around its axis. Okay. Now let us learn about measurement of time. How time will be measured. Now maybe you know that our ancestors noticed that many events in nature will repeat themselves after definite intervals of time. Like for example, they found that the sun rises every day in the morning. The time between one sunrise and the next was called a day. That means 24 hours. So for every 24 hours, the sunrise event will occur. So like that they observed. And how time used to be measured in olden days when no
Sir,
one,
sundials.
right, sundials are there. Only sundials are there. Many other things are there. Sundial is there, water clock is also there. Even one more method is also there, which you are going to learn now. That sand dial. So different types of instruments are there, which are used to measure time actually. So let us learn about them one by one. First one. So let me ask you one question here. Dash are the exemplar devices for measuring time.
All of
Example
the
means,
above.
Sir,
which
all of the above.
right, which are very peculiar. Sundial will be peculiar, water clock also will be peculiar, sand clock also peculiar. So that's why all of the above are the exemplar devices for measuring time. So you are going to learn about them. Which of the following are correct actually, not convert, it is correct. Which of the following are correct actually? Tell me which is correct. The basic unit
The
of time is
basic unit of time is second.
every object moves with constant speed. Whether every object moves with a constant speed?
No.
No. The speed of the train is meters per hour.
Meters per hour. No, that's false.
False. Distance between two cities are measured in inches.
False.
False. So which is the right? The
First
basic
one, A.
unit
The
of
basic
time.
unit of time is second.
Very good. So the basic unit of time is second. This is the right answer. Right. Now let us learn about sundial. What is a sundial? Do you know? Sundial is what?
Sir, it is an instrument used to measure the time, and it's like there's a it has a stick-like projecting thing, and then because of the sun's rays, the shadows are fallen on the numbers, and by that they measure the time.
Very good. So by using the shadow of a particular taller object, what we do actually, we used to measure the time. And that particular device which uses the shadow to measure the time will be called what? Sundial. And maybe you know that in our India, many sundials are there like this. One of the famous sundial is there, which is at a Jantar Mantar, Delhi. And based on what? Shadows only. And shadows will not be same at the same time. Sorry, in a different time. Now in the morning, shadow will be one side. In the noon, shadow will be other side. And in the evening, shadow will be to the other side. So like that, by using how a shadow is forming for an object, based on that, what was constructed? Sundial was constructed. So see here, sundial, the earliest type of timekeeping device which indicates the time of a day by the position of the shadow of some object exposed to sun rays. So as the day progresses, the sun moves across the sky, causing the shadow of the object to move and indicating the passage of the time.